Facing another COVID lockdown? Studying English online again? Not getting the results you want? Well, let's find out 5 ways to study English better online. Hi, I'm Damien, the sledgehammer that smashes down English language barriers. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful tips to study English better online. We're going to look at things like input, output, language work, and fluency. Organize your time. Now, this is important because the human brain likes to do easy things first and avoids doing hard things. So maybe your study involves watching some English YouTube videos, doing some grammar exercises in a book and looking at the answers before you finish and only saying yes or no in your English class. No. Stop wasting your time. Instead, decide how much time you'll spend studying English each week. Let's try for 20 hours, for example. Come on, don't be lazy. So how should you be using those 20 hours? Well, Paul Nation advises language students to divide their time up into the 4 strands, or in this case, the 4 Lego blocks. Let's take a closer look. 1. 25% of your time should be spent on meaning-focused input. That includes reading and listening. 2. 25% of your time should be on meaning-focused output. That's speaking and writing. 3. 25% of your time should be on language-focused learning. That can include practicing your pronunciation, grammar exercises, and vocabulary activities like flashcards. And 4. 25% of your time should be on fluency development, making the best of the skills you already know and putting a speed element in. For example, speed reading. Over to you. Have a look at your weekly study plan. Do you have a balance between the 4 Lego bricks? Or are you spending too much time on grammar applications or vocabulary work? Input. The more English you put in, the more English that's likely to come out. Read and listen extensively. That means reading and listening a lot at the level that's right for you. With English, you're lucky. There's lots of materials online that are graded and free. What does graded mean? Well, it's listening and reading material that use easier grammatical structures and vocabulary than normal or regular texts. See in the description 2 online tools that can help your reading and listening. So the other side of input is output, and this includes things like speaking and writing. The key tip here is practice like you play. So for example, if you only read about tennis and never play tennis, you're not going to get better at tennis. And the same thing goes for learning a language. If you only read about grammar or do flashcard apps, you're not going to get better at speaking or writing. There are so many things you need to manage in live conversation. For example, you need to use correct pronunciation, grammatical structures, choose the right words, be able to listen and understand what the other person is saying, and also take turns like a natural conversation. You need to start practicing like you're going to speak. Here's 2 options to help you get started. Set up a YouTube channel and post up videos of yourself speaking on a topic in English. Now, if you're a little bit shy, you can set these videos to private so only you can see them, but it's important that you watch them again and look for any mistakes you made and then try and re-record that video, improving on the last version. Oh, and remember, keep a record of everything. Or get a tutor and only focus on conversation. Do speaking practice with the tutor and get feedback in the last 5 minutes. There are lots of these types of services, such as italki. Same with writing, practice like you play. If you're going to university, then write lots of essays. While if all you need is general English, then maybe some email practice will help. A good place to get some free computer feedback on your writing is Cambridge Write and Improve. Once again, check out the links. Tip 4. Fluency work is all about making the best out of what you already know. You can do this with all the 4 skills: reading, speaking, listening, and writing. All you do is add in a timed element. Try these activities. 1. Speed reading. Try to read something really quickly. Set a clock and count the words at the end to get your words per minute. In the description again, I've linked up some great free speed reading materials you can use to practice this skill. 2. Speaking 1, 2, 3. Now this activity helps build your fluency in speaking. You speak about a topic for 3 minutes, then 2 minutes, and then 1 minute. Each time you're speaking about the same topic, and as you reduce the time, you should see your fluency improve. Also, this is a great one to record and put on your YouTube practice channel. And 3, timed writing. So set a clock for 10 minutes and just write. Write anything about a topic such as food or education, anything you're familiar with. And at the end of the 10 minutes, count how many words you wrote. And once again, keep a record of all these speed timing activities and see your fluency increase. Tip 5. Yes, you can still do grammar and vocabulary work, but make sure you keep it to 25% of your time only. Remember those records you've been making of your mistakes in the output stage? Well, these can now help you diagnose your problems in grammar. For example, if you're having a lot of trouble with the past simple and irregular and regular verbs, you can then look up some grammar exercises on that particular point to help you improve. This is a lot better than just following a grammar book from page 1 to the end, because you're focusing on your grammar needs. Also, in the input stage, you would have been coming across new vocabulary. Now's a chance to get to know those words a lot better and put them into a vocabulary recording system. A good tool or flashcard system is Quizlet. So add in your new words and then use spaced repetition to help remember them. Your memory will thank you for it. So, 5 tips. Remember to check out all those links in the description below and make sure you get the balance right between the 4 Lego bricks. And I'm sure you'll start smashing some English language barriers today. See you next time.